Hello, I'm Marsha Horne with the Gift and Home channel. Thanks so much for tuning in for more retail etiquette tips. We're going to be focusing on a winning attitude and what that means in your work environment. I know that I personally love to do business with a retail center or sales center where all the staff seem to get along and they're really positive and they really seem to function in a team environment. Conversely, I know that I hate to do business in a place where people seem grumpy and they're snippy and you can really tell that they don't enjoy being there and they just don't seem to get along with each other. It really makes me feel uncomfortable and I sort of want to run out the door. So let's really foster that environment of being positive and being a team and being enthusiastic and happy in our workplace. There are easy steps that we can follow and it will really help our customers get back in the door and want to come back and do business with us. The first piece of this is really, really simple. Every morning, let's remember to greet everyone with, "Hello, how are you today?" And the appropriate response to this greeting is always, "I'm well, and how are you?" Because we don't want to say, my knee hurts, my head aches, I hate it because it's raining outside, okay? Nobody wants to listen to your complaining, all right? So remember, it's not an actual question, it's just a greeting. "Hello, how are you today?" "I'm well, how are you?" Let's keep it really simple. Staffs where they greet each other in the morning are automatically going to have higher morale. That is so simple, and it's an easy thing that you can implement right now. The next step that I would like to recommend is employers, staffers, retail owners. If you have the chance, always look for ways where you can empower your employees. Some places where they can take ownership of your business. Let them feel empowered, and they're going to be more likely to want to help your customers, to want to go the extra mile because they don't feel like they have to come to you for every little thing. They'll feel more like they're a decision maker there. They won't feel so much like, oh, you know what, I'm just here getting my paycheck. I'm just here to do these menial little tasks. Let's look at an example of this. For instance, let's say that there's a product that you have to use every day. Maybe it's your shopping bags that you have that are under the counter. When those shopping bags run out, isn't it just as easy for your employees to reorder those as it is for you to reorder them? Okay? Why do they have to come to you and say, oh, is it okay for me to go reorder the shopping bags, or can you reorder the shopping bags, when they could pick up the phone and do it for you? Find little ways like that. First, start with the baby steps. You may surprise yourself. You might have a fantastic employee in there that you're ready to start delegating bigger and bigger tasks to. So try it out and see what you're comfortable with, and then find out if there are bigger things that you could start delegating. Really start to try and empower your employees. Another step is, because we're in this team environment now, and because we're really trying to be friendly with each other, there's a fine line that we might accidentally cross. We might accidentally start to be too personal with some of our coworkers. We might accidentally ask about a surgery that they had, and we're just trying to be caring and say, oh, how did that go for you? And then maybe it was a kind of personal surgery that they don't want to talk about, and they would feel really uncomfortable. Just quickly apologize and say, oh, you know what? I didn't mean to offend you. I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. Next time, let me know if I get too personal. And then that way they can let you know what they would prefer the next time. So we can still be caring. We just want to let them know that our intent was simply to be nice and to be kind. That speaks louder than the offense, oftentimes, if we can convey that to someone else. Another thing that we want to remember when we are sort of in close quarters with one another is that we don't want to ever gossip about each other or about our customers. And there are some powerful ways to quell gossip that you might not even realize. The first one is simply, if someone brings gossip to you, look at them and very nicely say, you know what, I guess I forgot to tell you this, but I don't listen to gossip. Okay? So be kind about it, be nice, friendly. That way they don't feel offended, but they know, oh, you know what? That person is such a drag. They don't even listen to gossip. I'm not going to go to them with gossip next time. The next way to do it is, if you find that you're the object of gossip, take it to that person. Promise confidentiality to the person that told you. Take it to the source and say, oh, you know, you've gotten some bad information. I just want to set this straight with you. Now, are they going to admit it? Of course not. They'll never admit it. But will they think twice before they say something again? Of course they will. It'll make them feel about this big. And then the third thing that I find to be very powerful is that when someone brings you gossip, you might want to say, "Oh, you know what? That's so strange because she says the nicest things about you." Okay? It will really make them feel uncomfortable, and then maybe you can turn that situation around and they'll become friends. So some easy steps to deal with gossip. Let's make sure that we aren't doing that. And the next real downer is those people that like to complain all the time. We all know who they are. Let's make sure that we're not complaining at work. It's almost like one of those bad Seinfeld episodes where there's the complainer guy and they're labeled and that's their whole character. Don't be that person. Come to work, leave the personal stuff at home, and try and treat that as your place to have a great environment and to be friendly and to sort of get your mind off something else. So don't come to work and complain. It really brings everyone else down. Okay, lastly, let's make sure that we praise everyone. That's a great way to build a good team environment. There's different ways that you can do this. The first one is to remember that those really small compliments are just as important as the big ones. You want to constantly be spreading those small compliments instead of those 2 times a year when you sort of compliment someone. Make sure that you're doing that frequently. Another thing is spread the good news as quickly as you would spread the bad news. If you do hear something good about someone, run to them and tell them immediately. People will love to hear from you. So praise is a great way to build a positive team and to sort of create a winning team environment. Thank you so much for listening, and stay tuned for more retail etiquette tips from the Executive Etiquette Coach, Marsha Horne, on the Gift and Home channel.